Ruth, you and I have talked a lot about how much we love the Hulu show Normal People that premiered back in April when a lot of our minds were on other things. But what is it for you about this show that really did it?
This is a really weird answer, but it hurts. It really hurts to watch this show in like the best possible way because it's this like very it's this very epic love story, but like told quietly. Chance thinks I'm going somewhere else with this, but I'm getting there. But it's you come away from it and you are like, it sits with you. You really feel the struggles this couple goes through.
You know, I really love the article that you wrote. It was 7 reasons normal people isn't your normal TV romance. And the first one really, I think, encapsulates it for me. There aren't a million grand declarations of love.
Did you guys see that Winona Ryder said she's watched the entirety of Normal People 3 times because she loves it so much?
I've done it a couple of times, but
and you talked about the authenticity. We can't not talk about all of the sex scenes, which sex is sex, fine, but these scenes are filmed so authentically, and they just kind of they go there. They let everything literally hang out.
I mean, you're not wrong. There is full frontal nudity in this, fully, But that's again what's great about it. Some of those scenes are like 10 minutes long, and they have every awkward fumble, them trying to take their clothes off and like getting caught, and like they're breathing, and it just feels very realistic.
So for the rest of you, do you have any like other hidden gems, things that have kind of been released in the past couple months?
Yeah, well, so for me, talking about these behind the scenes Disney properties, I really loved Prop Culture, which debuted
it's so good.
All right, I love it so much. It's kind of those like making of documentaries specifically focused on props and costumes in miniature, because each episode is one film or franchise. So they have the first episode's Mary Poppins, they do Pirates of the Caribbean, and this guy who is a real collector goes on these journeys to track down what's happened to props and costumes from these really iconic Disney films. And then the best part of the show is that he then brings them back and shows them to the people who created them or worked with them in meaningful ways in the films.
All right, Chance, what's that show for you?
Not to be a parody of myself by recommending another superhero show, but as I did last time, but DC's Stargirl is a show that I was excited for. It's showrun by Jeff Johns, who created the character in the 90s based off his sister who died tragically in a plane crash. And it's just it's airing on CW and DC Universe, and it's about this high schooler named Courtney who discovers this cosmic staff that belonged to the superhero Starman, who was a member of the Justice Society of America. Turns out her new stepfather was his sidekick, and hence why he has the staff. And so she like picks up the staff and becomes the superhero Stargirl. The one that I think the high school setting helps differentiate it from pretty much every other superhero show on television. You get these scenes that, at least even having loved Smallville, that like you never really saw in Smallville, because in Smallville they were always so timid about being too superhero-y, because it was before we sort of really embraced that, especially on TV. And now it's like Courtney sets about sort of rebuilding the Justice Society of America, and she starts recruiting some of her fellow classmates at her new school. And there's just like scenes where she's just like, where they're like trying on their super suits in her bedroom, and it's like this weird mix of like a sleepover scene with like with a superhero twist on it. That's really, really cool.
That's a great pick, great recommendation. Like you said, DC Universe, it's on Mondays, and then the CW on Tuesdays. So a couple places to catch that one.